the world's best rigatoni vodka. This is how you do it. This is pro grade right here. High-end Italian restaurant, that's what you're gonna get. Okay, so we talk about own the fire, right? What do you really do when you own the fire? The fire could be outside, it could be inside. But cooking comes to technique, and what I'm gonna show you today is the technique. You can make any pasta you want. You can make anything taste good. It's all your technique. So with my vodka sauce, there's a couple of key components. One of the things I do is I start with pancetta. You want to really go low and slow and render that down, get it nice and crispy. And to that, we're gonna add a little bit of shallot. I like the shallot, it has a nicer flavor than like a white onion. You could use a Vidalia, a sweet onion. Not too much though. You don't want the onion to really overpower it. That's why I like shallots. A little bit of garlic. You're gonna brown that up, and we're gonna add the mushrooms. Now this is where the key point. You don't want to rush this. You want the mushrooms to really go, and you'll see as I'm cooking them how they start to caramelize and break down. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna deglaze it with vodka. We're gonna ignite it. And that's where you're gonna really get a lot of flavors come together. Not from the vodka, flavor of the vodka, right? Because vodka doesn't really have a strong flavor, but it's gonna open up everything. So that's what we're gonna do there. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the tomato, we're gonna let that cook down. We'll add some cream to that and we'll toss it in with the pasta. Now you notice I don't drain my pasta. I take my pasta right from the water into the sauce and I use a little bit of that pasta water. We don't want to rinse the starch off the pasta. We really want it to hold the sauce. We'll do some fresh grated Parmesan and it's gonna be delicious, and you can use the same technique with anything you cook, right? It's all the process, it's all the steps. That's what makes everything taste so great. So let's get into it. Always salt your water. Okay. A little bit of oil, just a little bit. Mix that up. This is crushed red pepper. I'm gonna do some shallots. Now that garlic and onion is going to cook more. I'm actually going to let those mushrooms start steaming first. You hear the sizzle? The shallots, the garlic basically dissolves into it. The mushrooms absorb any of the rendered fat from the pancetta. So you're talking flavor bomb here. All right, now we got the caramelization on there. You see the mushrooms are a little brown. They can go another minute or two. I'm gonna come in here. Now, if you have a gas stove, you do not do what I just did. I have an electric stove, but I'm showing you that you can still create food like this. I'm gonna take it off. You wanna flame this right now. This is so critical, what you're doing. This is what releases all the flavors in the pan. We're gonna let it cook off. Once the flame goes out, we're gonna hit it with our tomato. I'm using a canned tomato today. It's a diced tomato, organic. It's actually a really good quality tomato. All right. Now we're gonna let this cook down. And the other thing I mentioned, I have some baby peas that I'm gonna add to this too. Yeah, can you believe it, baby peas? Peas and prosciutto, it's such a classic Italian dish. But the peas actually have a really nice flavor in this, and it adds a little burst of color. But now this actually deglazed the pan. If you can look in there, the pan is absolutely clean. This is a fire roasted tomato, that's why there's little specks in there of black. I love the flavor of them, personal preference. Don't forget to season, nice pinch of salt. Okay, so we're gonna let this cook and reduce. We want all this liquid out of this pan now. We wanna cook this all the way down. Okay, at this point we're gonna add our pasta. We're gonna add our heavy cream and our peas. Give it a stir. Okay, so here we go. So that's what we're looking for. Almost all the liquid is cooked down. The cheese got it nice and thick, right? That's what we want. Now, critical. Don't drain your pasta, ever. Use a spider. Come in here and take your pasta out, okay? You don't want to rinse all that starch off. And if I want to thicken up if I want to loosen up my sauce a little, there's nothing better than this pasta water, okay? That's one of the best tricks I can give you besides developing flavors. Developing flavors is pretty critical. All right, so we're in there. Now, we don't want to mix this in. Freshly grated Parmesan, okay? On the pasta itself. Give it a minute. Give it a minute to start melting. Because what we want to do, that's what's going to help that sauce stick to it, right? All right, so look at that. Isn't that nice? That's what you're looking for. That is absolutely what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for. Look at that sauce. Black pepper. And that's what you're looking for. The world's best Rigatoni vodka. This is how you do it. This is pro grade right here. High-end Italian restaurant. That's what you're gonna get. Command the flame. Rule the craft. Own the fire.